Hi, Job Guarantee callers. Today is February 12th, 2024, and we're going to be looking at why a buffer stock of employed people is a better inflation fighter than a buffer stock of unemployed people. First of all, what's a buffer stock? An example is when the government buys wheat or corn when there's a glut and it pays farmers enough to keep them from growing broke. When crops fail, the government sells off the stockpile at reasonable prices. In this way, it protects both the farmer and the consumer. Today, the government uses a buffer stock of unemployed people to reduce demand and protect against inflation. Here's how that works. Whenever inflation becomes a problem, the Fed raises interest rates to put the brakes on business, throw people out of work, reduce consumer demand, and thus bring down inflation. This is a cruel and inefficient way to fight inflation, and it causes huge economic losses. I'll name three. First, the opportunity cost of unemployment is lost production. Number two, people are unable to earn an income. They go crazy with worry. They get evicted. They resort to drugs and alcohol, and that destroys their capability to work. Three, as a society, we spend more money to alleviate the effects of unemployment when we could have saved money by eliminating it at its root in the first place. Altogether, the losses from unemployment, some say, are probably greater than all the wars that we've been in. So having a buffer stock of employed people is a much better approach to controlling inflation for four reasons. Number one, the job guarantee provides an increased supply of workers to businesses, and this lowers their cost of finding labor when they need it, entry-level laborers. Two, it stabilizes the entry-level labor wage at whatever the federal government decides to set it at. We're recommending $18 an hour, plus benefits. Three, it increases the number of working people, increases the production of goods and services, and this makes our country wealthier. Four, it protects our young people so they can fully develop their minds, and thus we can make our future generations healthier and more productive. So let's make our calls this week and move our country away from treating our workers like collateral damage in the fight against inflation, and toward a more rational policy of protecting them and our economy. And while you're at it, tell your representative to call for a ceasefire in Gaza. Thanks for all you do to make the world a better place.